Okay, so there was this experiment I read about where scientists gave a baby some building blocks to play with. And at first, the baby was totally focused, stacking, learning, experimenting. But then an adult reached over and knocked the blocks down. And something really interesting happened. The baby just stopped. They didn't reach for the blocks again, and they looked so scared. And that's when researchers realized that the moment we stop feeling safe, our brain stops learning, and that is exactly what fear does to us as artists or creatives or even adults. You start painting on social media and you're super excited, and someone writes a mean comment to you, and all of a sudden you're discouraged and your brain goes, no, I'm not safe. So you stop. That's why you feel like you're not good enough. Not because you're bad, but because fear is tricking you into thinking you should stop. So at age 30, I really wanted to change my life. And honestly, I was terrified every time when I had an art idea or I wanted to make a YouTube video or a YouTube channel. So I was living in fear at least for 2 years, thinking, what if it's not gonna work out? So here I am. My name is Adrian. Welcome to my new channel about fear, how to calm it down and start creating even when you feel you're not ready. Let's be real for a second. You probably said this before. I'll start posting my art or my first YouTube video when I'm better. Or I'll start my business once I'm more confident. But what if that day never actually comes? The truth is, nobody ever feels fully ready. Even the artists or the creators you look up to, they started when they were really scared, unsure, and honestly not that great. So instead of waiting for the perfect moment, let's talk about how you can start right now, even if you don't feel confident yet. The first thing is, I want you to stop trying to be perfect. Seriously, perfection sounds nice, but as a beginner, nothing is going to be perfect right away, and that's totally okay. You think waiting to get better or get ready, but what you're really doing is avoiding failure. And that's totally human. I've been there. It took me at least 6 months to finally create a YouTube channel, and I haven't even touched it after. But here's the thing. The only way to get better is by actually doing it. Think of it like a video game. Every time you post something, every time you draw or paint, you level up a little. Can't get to level 10 if you never play the game. So post that very first painting or YouTube video. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to exist. Tip number 2. Now let's talk about fear. You might be scared of people judging you, or maybe scared of looking dumb, or people gonna judge you or how you look, how you sound. For example, I am definitely still insecure a little bit about my accent, but I'm here anyway. Fear is a proof that you care. You wouldn't feel scared if it didn't mean anything to you or didn't mean something to you. So instead of thinking I shouldn't feel this way, trying to say, okay, this means I'm doing something that I'm really passionate about, or it truly matters to me. And that little mindset shift changes everything. Fear doesn't mean to stop. It means go carefully, but go anyway. Then tip number 3, small build confidence. If posting online feels like too much right now, start smaller, like show your art to your friend, or record yourself knowing you will delete anyway, or just finish something and keep it for yourself. That still counts. The point is to get used to finishing and sharing. The more you do it, the less scary it feels. You will realize most people aren't judging you at all, they're just scrolling. Or if they do, That's on them, not on you. And honestly, sometimes you may even get a comment, hey, I love your art or your video, or you really inspired me and helped me to finally start my YouTube channel. Start to think, maybe I'm actually not that bad. Number 4, think like a creator, not just an artist. Now, if you ever thought about turning your art or passion for content creation into something bigger, or side hustle, maybe a full business, start treating it seriously now. Doesn't mean you need fancy gear or a website or a studio. It just means showing up like it matters. I don't have any of this at the moment, and I'm still showing up anyway. Try new things, post regularly, talk about your little wins and progress, because when you start treating yourself like a real artist or entrepreneur, people will too. Look, stop waiting to be good enough. You might never even feel ready, but you are ready enough to start. Everyone starts messy, everyone starts small and lame, and so post that thing you've been scared to share, show your work, take that tiny first step, because you don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. And if you stick around and you found this video really helpful, please don't forget to subscribe or like or share this video. And yeah, this was my very first second video. I learned so much of making my first one, so let's see what's gonna happen in the future.